Hi, it's me again. Today, we're gonna be taking a test to see how Swedish we are.
So, I've lived in Sweden for almost 30 years, and
I've lived here for 4.
yeah. And before us here, we have a list of how to be a Swede in 10 easy steps. Let's get right into it and see who's the most Swedish. Let's get right into it. Let's get right into it and see who's the most Swedish. Feel free to count your own score and follow along.
When we're done, I wanna see in the comments how you did.
Okay, so step 1 is to drink a lot of strong coffee.
I'd say, yeah. I drink coffee, but not strong coffee. Is 7 out of 9 count as strong?
It's pretty strong.
Okay.
I don't drink coffee at all. I just like the flavor.
But you don't even drink caffeine-free coffee.
No. So, I don't get any points.
Okay, I get 1.
Yep.
Step 2, take off the shoes when entering someone's house or your home.
Yeah, I mean, of course, what are you, a monster?
Yeah.
Or American?
Yeah, of course, we take off our shoes. I mean, we do that in Taiwan as well.
Yeah, but you usually have slippers.
Yeah.
In Sweden, it's not that common to have slippers either, unless you have like really cold stone floor. But most floor
It's
are
wood floor.
wood. So 1 point.
1 point.
Nice. Okay, step number 3 is you have fredagsmys and lördagsgodis.
What are those?
Okay, so fredagsmys is like Friday cozy time with the family, and lördagsgodis is Saturday when you're allowed to eat candy. And when I was growing up, we did this every week. It was like, it's a really typical Swedish thing to do.
Okay, I'm totally not.
No, we're not into snacking that's regular, into regular snacking,
Yeah, we snack whenever we feel like it.
which is very bad. So I guess this is a really good thing to do,
So you don't overeat.
Yeah. but I'll give myself a half a point because I used to do it.
I give myself a 0 because I don't set a time to eat. I eat whenever I want. Step number 4, avoid small talk. I definitely avoid small talk. It's like unnecessary. It makes me uncomfortable.
Yeah, so it's a really typical Swedish thing to, when you run into like an acquaintance that you don't know that well, like you don't have that much in common, maybe you were in the same class in high school, you're like, oh, hey, how you doing? And then both of you just want to end the conversation. That's how you know you're really Swedish.
Yeah, the moment you started, you want to end
Yeah.
it.
You just want it to be like, and move on. Then you're Swedish.
Yes.
So I'm getting a point, you're getting a point. And step number 5 is quite similar, but it's about avoiding your neighbors.
Yeah, how did you do on that?
When we moved in here, the first thing I did when I saw a neighbor was started talking to him. I was like, hey, how are you doing? Oh, you're also riding longboard. Ah, fun. He was too Swedish. I scared him away. I've never seen him since.
Yeah, so rude. You never talk to your neighbors like that.
Yeah, so unfortunately, I'm not Swedish enough to get a point on this one.
Yeah.
But what do you do?
I just say hi and then go away as soon as possible.
Yeah, so, but do you do the typical Swedish thing? You look in the peephole of the door to see, okay, no one is in the hallway.
Yeah.
Now I'm going out.
Sometimes I do. If I remember, then I like, okay, no one, good.
Yeah. Then you're Swedish. You get a point.
I get a point. Step number 6, fika. What is fika?
Fika is a really Swedish thing. It's a Swedish word that means like afternoon tea.
But it can happen anytime in a
Yeah,
day.
it doesn't have to be in the afternoon. It could be a brunch with a friend or...
Yeah, so it's like, oh, do you want to go for a fika? People will be like, what time? So,
Yeah.
yeah. Do you do fika?
I mean, not really except for at work, so I don't like call up my friends and like, hey, let's go for a fika. So I can't really consider me being Swedish in that way.
Yeah, okay. I definitely call people like, let's go for a fika. Let's find some good cafe and just hang there.
Yeah. Step number 7 is queuing. So if you're a true Swede and you see one person waiting at the bus stop, you don't go up and stand next to them to wait for the bus. You stand at least 2 meters away from them. When I was growing up, going to school by bus, I would see this every morning. It would be one person, 2 meters, one person, 2 meters, one person, and like 10 people in a row like that.
Yeah.
Very Swedish.
Yeah, at first he asked me the question. I was like, no, I don't stand that far away from people. And then you were like, but how far did you stand? You were like,
You're like, yeah, about from there to here. Like, yeah, that's 2 meters.
yeah.
But I think I'm even more extreme. I usually stand preferably 5 to 10 meters away from people. So I'm gonna give myself 1 point and then an extra point for being extra Swedish.
You can do that.
I can do that, it's my game.
Okay. So I get 1 point for that, and you got 1.5?
I got 2.
That's not fair. Okay.
I'm Swedish, I can do what I want.
Step 8 is to call everybody by their first name, including like professors.
But not your parents. The parents you just call mama, papa, and your grandparents you would call them mormor, morfar, farmor, farfar. But like your uncle, aunt, cousin, neighbor, dog,
Yeah,
neighbor's dog,
just first name.
your boss.
Boss even.
Yeah.
Oh, cool.
So yeah, I definitely get a point here. You also?
Yeah, I guess.
Because like living in Sweden, it's weird if you don't do this.
Yeah.
So if you would call your teacher like, hey teacher, then they would be like, don't you know my name?
Yeah, it's like the level is not that obvious.
Yeah.
So no one is like higher up than you, then you're all equal, so you can just call their name.
Yes. Okay, step number 9 is to always say what you mean and mean what you say. If you're having dinner with some friends or family and someone is like, hey, do you want some more food? If you want some more food, you say, yes, please. In other cultures, if you say, no, I don't want more, that might mean like, yes, I want more, but I want to be polite to not ask for more.
Or like sometimes, for example, in the US, they ask you, how are you? They don't mean it, they just say it to sound nice.
Yeah. They just want to say, fine, how are you?
Yeah.
But in Sweden, if someone asks you, oh, how are you doing? And it's like, yeah, my cat died, so I'm a little sad.
Yeah, they want to know.
That's what they want to hear. Except if it's an acquaintance, then you just cut the conversation and go.
Yeah, don't even start the conversation.
I mean, I definitely always mean what I say and
Yeah.
say what I mean.
Yeah.
So do you always say what you mean?
I don't always say what I mean, but if it's towards friends, like close people, not neighbors or acquaintance, then yes, I say what I mean.
Yeah, so I still think you have some Swedish to catch up on to really be clear and say what you mean.
Okay.
And yeah, so you don't get a point.
Third. Last step, step 10, be on time.
Very important in Swedish culture.
Yeah, that's actually a quality I like about this guy because he's always on time.
Because I'm Swedish. Come
Yeah,
on.
oh, okay. But yeah, when we are meeting up with international friend,
Especially the Brazilians. I know you're watching.
yeah,
Because in many cultures, if you say a time, it means like, yeah, that's the guideline. And then if you come half an hour later, that's okay.
yeah, and then like in 2 hours they will be like, oh, I'm on time.
Yeah, I'm on my way. I'm on time.
Yeah.
But in Sweden, if you say, let's meet at 8 o'clock, if you're not there at 7:45, I assume something has happened to you. You got lost or something.
7:45 is too much. 55.
That's how you know you're Swedish.
No.
Yeah, so I'm getting a point here, and
Yeah,
you're
me
also
too.
always on time.
Always on time.
But wait, it looks like you're more Swedish than me.
Really?
according to the score. So I guess Swedish is more a mindset than a physical. I don't know. Living here makes you Swedish.
Okay,
So in just 4 years, you can also become more Swedish than me.
that's great. Thank you so much for watching, and we would love to see your score down in a comment below.
While you're down there, click like on the video if you enjoyed it, and subscribe for more. Bye.
Bye.